hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I wanted to do a video about my hair care. I did a video about this about 2 years ago, but I just wanted to go a little bit into my history and a little bit into my hair care and just what I like to do. And how do I start it off? So yeah. So first I'll say that for when I describe my hair type, I describe it as Afro kinky coily curly, predominantly Afro kinky coily, and I don't use the hair alphabet that I saw come out maybe 2016, 2017 on social media because I don't have any strong connection to it. I actually don't really like the system, but I know a lot of people online are really cool with it, and so I just go along with it when they describe their hair like that, but I really don't feel comfortable with it personally, and I don't feel like it's very descriptive, and I feel like it's a little bit, it kind of makes people a little nitpicky about how you describe your hair, and I also don't like that about it. So my hair is Afro kinky coily curly, and I don't use textured or nappy to describe my hair or any kind of black hair, because to me textured, everybody has textured hair. Since I was growing up as a little girl, to me straight hair all the way to Afro type hair was a texture, so I still consider that to be the case. So texture to me is kind of rude because it's making it sound like the way people in stores back in the day in New York City, people would call anything that was for black hair ethnic hair products, and I was just like, everybody's ethnic, like what do you mean? So I always thought that sounded weird, and I found out why I thought it was weird, and it's because everybody's ethnic one way or another. So I was just like, yeah, that doesn't mean black hair. So the other thing, I don't use nappy because originally nappy in the UK and parts of the UK, I believe, nappy is a diaper, and also in the US, nappy was derogatory, and it's really not a descriptor. And nappy also, it was a derogatory word for particularly black hair, but nappy is actually hair that's basically unkempt, not taken care of well. And so I would associate that kind of hair with somebody who doesn't have a home, who doesn't have good hygiene, who lets their hair go downhill basically. So that's not a good descriptor for black hair, because everybody's hair is different even in the black community. So my hair, like I said, is Afro kinky coily curly, and my hair looks like this today because I definitely have Afro hair, but my hair looks like this today because I put products in it and then I braided it. And this is a braid out is what I'm trying to say. It's a braid out. I very rarely do twist outs when it's two strands. You do 2 strands and you twist your hair. I usually do braid outs, and I do my braid outs by braiding my hair into cornrows, and then I'll undo it after a few days. And typically, so I want to show you, so these dolls, I hope you can see the dolls because I don't want to pick them up, but I said in a previous video that this doll looks the most like me and has very similar hair to mine. I never did my hair like this with braids in my hair because she has tiny little braids in her hair. I hope you can see her. I hope I don't have to move her. But yeah, so my hair looks like hers, but my hair is also like this. Like if I combed my hair out, I could do it in an updo. My hair is not super thick, so, and I kind of feel like it's a fine Afro texture. So my hair is not super thick. So if I want to get a style like this big, I would basically just put one piece of a ponytail holder in my hair and not wind it more than once. I would just put it in like this. Like that one piece, I would put it in like that, so it make my hair big and puffy. Otherwise, it makes my puff way smaller if I wind my ponytail holders more than once. So I combed her hair out so that she could have a nice big puff because it was like significantly smaller than this. And I was just like, oh, but yeah, I like it a lot better now that it's combed out. And same thing with that one. She has very similar hair. I thought my hair looked like this with the braid out, but it really doesn't. Like, her hair is super cute, and I actually decided to comb her hair out, brush her hair out, and I kind of messed up the curl pattern, but her hair still looks cute. And I actually have 2 of this doll because I love the way her hair looks. So Yeah, I'm gonna probably not wash her hair for a while, but yeah, I love her hair. I love all of the hair, but these three dolls have more of my hair type, and I love that. Like, I love having dolls in my collection with my hair type. Um, so that's the first thing I would say. So growing up, my mom has five children, and she has three girls, two boys, and she did all of our hair. The boys had cut hairstyles, like they always had boy hairstyles, like always shaved or cut into a nice short haircut. The girls, she always washed our hair. I think it was like once a week, and then she would like braid it into these really cute, intricate patterns. Sometimes she would put ponytails in our hair. If you ever seen any of the cute little children on Instagram with their parents doing their hair, whether it's the father or the mother, and they like put little bobos or ponytail holders and style their hair, my mom used to do that too, but she would prefer to do braids in our hair because then it would last a little bit longer. She wouldn't have to do our hair more than once usually before our next wash time. So yeah, so that's how my mom took care of our hair. When I was about 13, I feel like I was 13 for sure because I was near the tail end of middle school, and nobody in my school spoke about getting my hair relaxed, but it was basically unspoken and expected for someone to get their hair relaxed in the black community. And in the black community, my community did consist of Africans, African Americans, Caribbean people, Spanish speaking people who were from the Dominican Republic or from Puerto Rico, and also who else? A mix and biracial as well. And everybody had different hair except for when we straightened our hair in the black community. Like, it was pretty much the same, but some people's hair dried and some people's hair didn't when it was relaxed. So I asked my mom when I was about 13 if I could get my hair relaxed when I was in middle school because I wanted to feel, I think, pretty. I wanted to like fit in because I always had these braids in my hair and I looked like a little girl, but I still like braids to this day. But I wanted to like kind of grow up. I wanted that unspoken, even though it wasn't like peer pressure that was spoken, I definitely gave into the peer pressure of having my hair relaxed because I felt like if I didn't get my hair relaxed at some point, I was going to get teased about it. I did get bullied in middle school. I can't remember why I got bullied, but I got bullied a little bit and it was annoying and it wasn't like long lasting, and my bullies later on were like talking to me friendly like after high school, and I was like, that's weird. So anyway, so I just gave in to that peer pressure and I got my hair relaxed for 6 years. My mom did it herself. We had no-lye relaxers done. I would pick it up at one of the hair supply stores or one of the stores that carried relaxers. I forget the brand that I like to get, but I loved getting my hair relaxed, and I did it as infrequently as possible to take care of the health of my hair, to not over process it. But the lie that was told, New York City, of course, has a whole lot of salons and hair care places. I never went to one professionally ever in my life, even to this day. Never had my hair done by a professional. And so we were told that lye relaxers would be damaging to our hair if we ever stopped using it. Our hair would fall out and all that kind of stuff. So that was something that was told to me that stressed me out. So we use no-lye relaxers. Turns out no-lye relaxers, the product that I use for 6 years, multiple times a year, basically the first time that your hair gets straightened with a no-lye relaxer, whatever pattern, whatever straightness it gets to the first time it straightens your hair is going to be the permanent way it looks every single time. And to me, my hair was never straight enough, and I didn't know that that was never going to be fixed by the product that I was using. And that's me. Let's see. Yeah, that's me. That's me. And that's when I had just washed my hair, so that's how my relaxer looked. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so that's how my relaxer looked, and that's me with my hair dry, and that's how it looked when it was straightened. So my hair wasn't super long, but I loved the relaxer look. I used to think that I was gonna style my hair in like bobs and stuff. I never used bobs. I always like would style it in some kind of way, put I used to put crochet needles, crochet hooks, and sewing needles in my hair as a style. I don't have any pictures of those, like they're somewhere else. I used to wear braid outs and twist outs with my hair relaxed. I very rarely like wore my hair out and like curled because I just didn't want to wear the curlers that were around at the time. I didn't feel like doing that. So yeah, I normally just wore it as straight as possible, or I would braid it up, twist it up, style it whatever way, and it was just easier for me having my hair straightened. Just made it easier because what I realized doing my hair now for all these 20 plus years being natural again is that I don't like touching my hair when it's wet. Like, I don't like doing it when it's wet. If it's dry and I have to put products in to like moisturize it, I like that. But if it's still wet and I have to put products in to like help detangle it, I hate my hair wet. Like, it's just uncomfortable. I just don't like the process of it. It's just not fun for me. I don't mind washing it, like washing it and conditioning it is fine, but once I have to do my hair and detangle it to braid it and get it set up to do a braid out or a twist out, I'm like not happy, and I'm like, let me braid this as fast as possible so I can go to sleep, let it dry, do it again when it's actually dry again. So that's what I like best. I like when my hair is dry and I can like style it and take care of it. So that's also what I was gonna say. When I was younger, my sister used to tease me about like combing my hair, even though my hair was straight. She said we should be brushing it as black people, and she would call me a white girl, and I was like, my hair is straight, like I'm supposed to comb it. Like I'm not gonna be brushing my hair. So it was weird. And then she also would say that I had a big forehead, and I was just like, okay, but yeah, I don't have as big of a forehead as I could. Like, I don't have a big forehead. So I was just like, I don't know where this is coming from. But yeah, that was some of the stuff my sister would say to me when I was growing up and having my hair relaxed and taking care of my hair. The other thing is my mom, like in the last few years, let me see, I'm like getting some kind of sinus thing going on. My mom in like the last few years, she had been here where I live once, twice, and she had said something about my hair. She didn't like my hair in the ponytail, in the up ponytail. I love my hair in the up ponytail. I don't do it all the time. And then one of the people that I work with was like kind of insinuating that my hair was thinning. So women tend to get the pattern of hair that their fathers have. So I will get that genetically. My father isn't losing his hair, but he does have a deeper hairline. I think that's the way to say it. He has a further back hairline than some people do, I think, if I remember correctly. And my hairline is fine. Like, I don't know why my mom was like being like that, and I don't know why the person I work with was being like that, because my hair is as healthy as it's gonna be, and I take care of my hair as best as possible, and my hairline is fine. And one of my friends on Instagram, like, she would always talk about my hairline, and it kind of made me a little self-conscious, but she was actually always complimenting it, and she herself is a biracial woman with super curly hair, and I like her hair a lot, and we talk about taking care of our hair and stuff to each other sometimes. But when she complimented me, I looked at my hairline a little bit more, and I was like, yeah, I do have a nice hairline. I do have to be conscious of the hairstyles that I wear. But in general, I do wear an updo sometimes when I'm not wearing a hat. And I love an updo hairstyle. It's one of my favorite things, but I'm also trying not to pull on my hair too much. I don't know how much of a thing that is, like how much you can pull your hair out of its line of growth, but I try to be conscious of how I take care of my hair. So I think those are the main things that I wanted to say. I love my hair type. I love doing people's hair who has very similar hair type to me, or curly hair. Back in the day, a long time ago, long time ago, with my little cousins, I think I have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Okay, I technically have 6 first cousins and then 4 siblings. And when my first cousins were little, the youngest ones of us, I braided their hair. They're mixed and they have super curly hair. I assume their hair is still the same. They have super curly hair and it didn't keep a braid. Their hair would untangle when I would braid it, so unwind when I would braid it. So that was cute, and I had to like use rubber bands on their hair. But I just love playing with people's hair no matter what texture it is. I just don't do it a lot. I don't do it at all really because yeah, I don't have the opportunity. Most people don't follow up when I say I'll do their hair for them. They don't really follow up, so I just do my own hair and I enjoy it. So the other thing I want to say is I there's been like things online where people talk about like mixed and biracial black girls, black women doing it, how they style their hair, if they can wear braids or if they can wear like the braids that you have to use a pack like this. So if they could wear braids and stuff, and I'm like, yes. Like, to me, mixed, biracial, and other black women who wear braids, that's when I'm able to identify them, because I'm assuming if someone's wearing braids that they're mixed or biracial, even if I can't tell at first glance. So I love that. I'm assuming if someone's gonna wear, like, I can't tell the difference between wigs or not. Like, if I like someone's hairstyle, I'm gonna just compliment them and say I like your hair. There's only been twice that I asked someone if their hair was real and they weren't actually like black or mixed or anything. I just liked their hair and I just wanted to make sure the color was real. I was being a little bit too nosy, but the ladies were nice about it. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. So I can't tell the difference if someone's wearing an afro or not unless it's online and people make it very clear that they are. And so I assume if someone's gonna wear an afro wig that they have some kind of African ancestry in them, so I'm not gonna question it. But yeah, I myself, okay, so I only own 2 wigs, and this wig I actually gave it a haircut back in April. I don't wear my wigs out in public. My wigs are always synthetic because I don't believe in using human hair, just for the history of using human hair, like the bad history about it, and also like the potential for people not making sure that the hair is clean. I also despise human hair once it's out of someone's head. Like, I get grossed out by hair when it's not on someone's head anymore. So that's the other reason I like synthetic hair. I don't have to worry about if it's somebody's like germ-full hair on my head or something. Yeah, that's personally me. So I don't wear them publicly except for once. I only wear my wigs online, even though that's like way more people seeing it. It's because it feels like a hat to me, and I already got too much stuff going on my head when I'm like going out. Like, I don't want to have to worry about, I wear hats. I don't want to have to worry about taking off my hat, taking off my wig, pulling on my hair all at the same time. So I don't even worry about wigs. They also are super hot. So I typically just wear them when I'm filming at home, and I did wear it for my memorial observance earlier this year one time, and I didn't wear a hat because I knew it was going to be dark by the time we got back home, so that was fine. But typically it's just not my style. I feel very different. I also feel very hot like with them because they're always not going to be a short wig. They're always like longer than my natural hair. So yeah, I don't wear wigs out. I also love braids. Like, I learned how to do my own braids because my friend in college, she wore braids one time, and then I helped her take her braids out, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can do these in my own hair because I already know how to braid. So I do my own braids every few years. I don't know if I'm going to be putting my braids in this year because I don't know if I'm going to need to, but because my hair is very fine, and even though it's afro, curly, coily textured, it's very fine, and it gets super skinny when it's in braids for super long. So it's getting sunny over here. So even though I do love braids, like, I keep them in at max for a month, maybe 3 weeks. So 6 to 9 hours of braiding my own hair, I only keep it in for 3 weeks. But it's the best 3 weeks of my life because I get to not have to worry about taking care of my hair every single morning. I just have to style it really quick and run out the door. So that's why I love braids, but they're not a part of my regular everyday hair care routine because they take a lot of time to braid myself, and There's no one around here who does black hair. There, yeah, I don't really know the ins and outs of it. It's not super close to me to get my hair done by a professional, so I don't even worry about it. I do love it. So the products that I like to use, this is just for fun, not for like following purposes. But this, I don't use this as often as I should. Oh, I forgot to say that. So I wash my hair to get the most out of my hair, to get the best braid outs, to get the best afro styles that I occasionally wear as well. I tend to like wash my hair every 10 to 13 days. Like every 7 days is too frequent. I don't get the best stretching of my hair. I don't get the best moisturized version of my hair. I don't get the best wear of my hair if I wash it every 7 days. It also annoys me. So every 10 to 13 days is when I wash my hair. I try to make sure it smells as good as possible. I use this like once, maybe twice between my wash periods. It's a head massager that you can get at Ulta, and I love that. I barely use this thing. I got this to support a black owned company on Instagram. I barely use this. I don't really know how to use that. This is the comb that I use when I want to part my hair and make my hair into cornrows. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I forgot my wide tooth comb. This is the comb that I use, and I use this generally for combing out my hair once I put my moisturizing products in my hair. This brush, I bought it for my wigs. I thought I was going to use it on my real hair, and I tried it once, and it's not good. So I've heard supposedly that there are some brushes that are similar to this that don't have like boar's head bristles in the middle of them, that are good for afro kind of hair. They just have the top bristles. So I'm going to look into that and see if I find one that's compatible with my hair, because I don't want to like pull my hair out. And it's definitely not abnormal for hair to shed as you comb it or brush it, I think. But I don't want to pull out more than I need to. So yeah. Okay, so the other products that I like to use, I have products in here that I don't like to use. I'm going to show the ones that I don't, because they don't smell good. Dudley Q is a black owned brand from somewhere in the North Carolina. And yeah, it's a black owned brand that I found from a book that I read about black hair care. I don't like the way it smells. I don't really feel like it necessarily does anything. It is a moisturizer. Maybe it adds sheen, but it doesn't smell super good. So I haven't been using it. I haven't been testing it. Same goes for this one as well. PCA Moisture Retainer. I just really don't know how to use them. They don't add any value to my hair care routine. I love this. I haven't bought a replacement of this though, and it's probably been like a year or two now. The White Peony leave-in conditioner from Mael hair products. I love this. I love a spraying thing, because I've watched women spray water into their hair, and I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I already hate dealing with my hair when it's like wet after shampoo and conditioning. I am not gonna be putting more water in my hair. It just repulses me. My hair naturally shrinks once I get water in my hair. It doesn't really shrink that much when I put moisturizers in my hair. I'm trying to figure out if I need to close my curtain. Okay, so I will absolutely not be using that water in my hair. I use this. I need to buy a replacement because this is low. This is Camille Rose, the recipe for beauty. This is originally a black owned brand. I don't remember if it still is. Cocoa Nibs and Honey Ultimate Strength Serum. And yeah, so I use this at least twice, maybe 3 times between washes, to just like massage my scalp with my fingers. And I love this. I'm assuming it works good in my hair. I don't know. I love it though, and it doesn't like add any extra weight to my hair because I'm putting it on my scalp. I really like that. I forgot one thing. I use the Mael. I'm trying to figure out if I need to. Okay. I use a Mael Rosemary Hair Strengthening Oil, and I use that a few times between my wash periods as well. I actually put it in my hair right on my wash day as well, and then I just put it in every few days until the end of my wash day, and I just massage it in. This is a product that I use the most. So This is the leave-in conditioner from my pomegranate and honey line. I love this. I also use this. So I use this to prep me to get my hair stretched out in my cornrows. And then I put this in to get it prepped so that I can like wear a braid out or a twist out. So normally when I stretch my hair, I don't use any heat to my hair because my hair does not thrive in heat. It doesn't thrive with relaxers. I forgot to mention that. When I had my relaxer by the time I was 19, because I only did it for 6 years, somebody of an acquaintance of mine had complained and said, yeah, your hair doesn't grow. And I was just like, well, wow, that was rude. But yeah, my hair was not thriving with relaxers by the time I was 18 or 19, and I didn't realize it. There was a bad situation that happened with my hair. I was also swimming without a swimming cap in pools, and that was not healthy for my hair. I don't know how I forgot that. So my hair was not thriving. So I do not use relaxers. Will never use relaxers again. I also got fibroids from relaxers, so I had to deal with that as well. I forgot to say that. But heat, like hot combs, my mom used to use a hot comb in our hair for special occasions. She would straighten our hair and style it for anything we were going to as a little kid, for the Kingdom Hall, for Jehovah's Witnesses when I was little. And so she would use hot combs, and she would use dryers that you sit under. She had her own personal hair dryer that you could sit under and dry her hair before she would style her hair back in the day as well. Forgot to say that. So I don't use heat in my hair because I've never used a handheld dryer before. I don't know how to work those, and I don't really care to use it. I love the results that I see with other people who use dryers in their hair. I think it's like fun to see the results, but I personally have never used one for myself. I don't know how they work. I just let my hair stretch out naturally by braiding it multiple times, putting in the moisturizers before I braid it. And yeah, I stretch it out within 3 days. I usually, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yep. I stretch it out for 3 days and then wear a braid out. But most usually I'll wear my cornrows for a while. Okay, so I use this for my scalp before I braid my hair, right after I wash it, and in between braiding it when I'm in between wash days. I use this on my scalp. This doesn't leave my hair any kind of flaky or anything. It's a hair and scalp conditioner plus vitamin A, D, and E. I buy this repeatedly from this brand, Dudley Q in North Carolina, and yeah, I like it a lot because growing up, my mom always put something on our scalp before she braided our hair. I don't know if she put like other products in our hair, but she always put something on our scalp, and I am so used to doing that. So the other two things, I love this. I will use this. I haven't bought a repurchase of this, the Gisu Honey Infused Leave-In Conditioner. I use this to refresh a braid out. And then I use it's a 10 coily version to refresh a braid out as well. And then I just bought this. This smells so good in the bottle, but it smells gross on my hair, and I'm just like, I hope it doesn't smell like that. Like, I hope it really doesn't smell like that. But it smells so good in the bottle, and it doesn't really enhance my braid out when I'm trying to like refresh it. So I'm probably not going to purchase this again, but I definitely need to repurchase these two because they've been empty for a long time, like more than 2, 3, 4 months now. So I need to repurchase these. But the other thing I was gonna say, okay, so when I wanna keep my braid out, I'll like twist it up very loosely and then tie it in the back, and then I'll wear a sleep bonnet. This bonnet I got from Chelsea from Teray Lux collection on Instagram. So I'll use this. Other times I'll actually just put this over my braid out. Yeah, I'll just put it over my braid out and then wake up in the morning and use one of my leave-in conditioners to just refresh it a little bit. I don't do that often, but this makes it so much easier to do it. When I am wearing my hair in cornrows before I do a braid out, I'll use this turban as a style to fit with my outfit for the day. I have a black one as well, or I'll use a headband. I have like 6 or 7 different headbands in different colors, so I'll use those because I like to feel girly. Like if I just wear cornrows by themselves, I feel a little boyish, so I like to like decorate my braids, or I'll wear a flower in my hair. And because I'm wearing sunblock all the time and I live in a very sunny place, I do wear hats that have SPF in them. So I have 6 hats like this. 2 of them look like this. 2 of them, the others 2 are 2 different colors. But I have 6 hats like this. I have 1 hat that is for a ponytail. So I'm going to style my hair in a few ponytails. This has a SPF protection of 50 as well. So I've been more conscientious of making sure I don't get overly tan with my hairstyles that I'm wearing. I hope that's what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying not to, I will explain that in another video. But I make sure that I protect my skin from the sun. I wear my SPF, I wear my hats. I have to style my hair in a way that I can wear my hats as well. So when I wear a braid out, I'll usually wear a satin scarf over my hair and then put my hat on top of it. So yeah, I've been trying to protect my hair as best as possible. I love hair. I love other people's hair. I follow a few Instagrammers because of their hair type in particular. Like, I just love it. I follow a few accounts because of that. I follow hairstylists from Brazil, New York City, New Jersey, and they typically just do really curly, really coily, afro textured hair different ways, like the different ways to style hair. I follow a lot of people on YouTube who have multiple different hairstyles, who are of black descent, African descent I should say, of multiple different like ethnicities or countries of origin, and they all wear their hair in different ways from each other, and I love to see their hairstyle. I don't watch a lot of hairstyling videos because I tend to like not have the attention span for hairstyling videos, but I love to watch like a short on YouTube, no, on Instagram that shows someone styling their hair. Like, I could watch that. This is getting a bit ridiculous. Let me put my hat. There we go. Okay. That's better. I'm not getting sun in my hair. But yeah, I love to watch people style their hair in like short videos. But if it's like a longer than 5 minutes, I typically don't have the attention span for it. But every now and then I will watch someone do a hairstyling video. I will watch someone do an occasional wig installation video, but it's typically not something that I find interesting. So the women who do wig installations also do other things. And I forgot to show this picture. So this is a picture of me with the first wig I ever tried in college, and it was my friend's wig. That wig looks so cute on me. Yeah, but that's not a super clear picture. But yeah, so that's my hair story. I hope that made sense. Let me know if you have any questions. I will talk to y'all later. Have a good week and a good night. Bye. Wait, there we go.